What is up, my fine divine collective? So y'all know that every now and then I have to get on here and go on a rant about the hypocrisy of, the Christian folks, the religion family, and those people who believe that they are, well, not who they are. And I already know that, as usual, I'm going to make a whole lot of you mad at me. And as usual, I wouldn't be me if I didn't, and I wouldn't be me if I did not speak up just because I feel like somebody's going to be mad, because people are going to be mad at me regardless. You all are going to find a reason to dislike me, to discredit me, to be mad at me regardless, with no foundation, no basis, and no support, okay? Because at the end of the day, most of the time, if I'm speaking on it, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to make more sense. And you can call it cocky or whatever the case may be, but one thing I do know is that if I say something I'm not supposed to say, my spirit will convict me, because I am just that, God's favorite light worker. But anyway, let me stop with the small talk. So, one thing that I cannot stand is how all these religious Christian folks who are always stepping out of their lane into other people's territory, wanting to condemn them, wanting to put them down, and then when people speak up for themselves, then they want to get out of control and get ugly, okay? How are you trying to tell somebody that Jesus is the way, that somebody is wrong for the way that they look, or for the way that they are serving the purpose that God had put them out there to serve, or whatever the case may be? Religious church folks really have the entitlement and the audacity to feel like that they can just tell people that they are wrong for believing what they don't believe, for not doing what they are programmed to do, for not worshiping the same God that they worship, or for not worshiping the same God that they worship the same way, because they automatically think that if it's not the way of the Bible or the way of their religion, that it must not be right. That is not right. You guys really look like the demons that you guys curse and cast upon us, because that's what you guys really are doing. And that's what demons do. When you guys are condemning us, God's light workers, God's people who are not doing the things that you guys are doing, and that is why God has chosen those who are not doing the things that you guys are doing. You guys don't get it yet. And I'm sorry I gotta put it to you this way, because not only does this happen a lot, and every now and then, from time to time, I might get somebody under my post, they might get upset with me because I have piercings or I have tattoos. They can't never say I don't make sense, and if they don't like what I'm saying, they just want to get argumentative and want to tell me that I am not of the Lord, when they are the ones who are acting as if they are not of the Lord. But also, this is where I have just concluded that you guys really are the problem. Not only because this has really been bothering me, this energy and what I am saying right now has literally been in the back of my mind, and Spirit knows that I've been wanting to speak on it, and I put it off until the right time. But another example is, this is crazy. This is really what made me really decide to do this today. Today I'm in, the Dollar General store. I have on these 8-10-inch heels. I have 2 small children by my side, and I have the basket full of my items with me. And there's a line, okay? So before me is a lady with her items, and then before her, which is the person who was at the checkout counter and who had the line held up. I mean, the line was really literally held up somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. So it was like a really inconveniencing wait, and it was just a lot. It could have been even longer, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure we were standing there for at least 10 minutes. So there's this guy behind me, and the whole time the older gentleman who was at the counter had the line held up. For whatever reason, he has the line held up, which the guy that was behind me was clocking, it was really clocking him, and was complaining the whole time, was really upset, talking crap, to the point to where he was talking about this part, it was a spirit that was on this man. It's not like somebody that's been inconvenienced or impatient or, just, tired of waiting. This person behind me had a spirit of just wanting to just down this person for just holding the line up for whatever reason. The way that this man was just talking about this man and his impatience with the man and the complaining was just ridiculous and unnecessary, because you're still going to wait. If anybody was going to be complaining, it should have been me with these 2 small children and these 10-inch heels that I am in, that I've had on all day. My feet are barking. I'm really ready to put my stuff down, but my little one had already opened some items that he should not have opened, and I had to pay for them, so I couldn't even leave the line. However, the guy behind me was really irritated to the point to where it was just ugly. Okay, his irritation was so ugly, disrespectful, nasty, and ungodly. Like, really, it was the whole energy and the whole look of him. To be honest, he really looked like he could have been an alcoholic. And y'all know I tell no lies, and I'm just going to put it how it is. To be honest, if I looked at this man, he had a spirit of alcoholism on him, and he was just really ugly with the way that he was handling the situation. It was really just ill, okay? So eventually they open up another line. This guy goes to the next line, and now I am at the counter. So we are finishing up at the same time, and we're walking out at the same time. So as we are walking out, what a coincidence, this guy is actually parked beside me. What a bigger coincidence is this guy is driving a church van full of older church women, mothers, church mothers. Okay, and when I walked out and saw him getting into the driver's seat in that church van, I just shook my head like, these church people are a mess. And then he had the nerve to complain about it, trying to spark up conversation with me. He looked at me as he was getting in, and he said, that was ridiculous holding up that line like that, wasn't it? And all I said was, sometimes you gotta be patient with people. And he said, that's true, but Lord have mercy. And then I hear him discussing it with the older women in the back, talking about it, complaining. You church people really do not see your ways, okay? You guys are the ones who are condemning the world. You guys are the ones who are not showing the love and the compassion that you guys say that Jesus, your God, whoever you serve, whoever that you worship, says that you are supposed to show and give. You guys are not really being the prophets that are speaking truth, that are showing truth, that are acting in truth. Instead, you guys are condemning the ones who are. And today I'm putting it out there. I've given other examples before in the past, but today this is really heavy on me because this is really sad, because for hundreds of years, religion has dominated the world, has brainwashed everybody, has programmed and controlled everyone to be who they say they are not supposed to be, but have directed them to be that way anyway, just for the control, and people are falling for it and are not really seeing their ways. You all are so unconscious to the evident. You guys are so unconscious to the obvious. You guys are so unconscious to what you guys are really doing, and then you want to turn a blind eye to your ways and point the finger at everybody else. I don't know who made it this far into the video, but all I know is that those people who have been controlling the world are the same people who have been condemning the world, as they have been putting themselves on a pedestal, not knowing that they are the least of the least by how they are really acting. And you all need to get it together, do some healing before you guys really get left behind. And if your conscious mind will allow you to grasp the fact that when they say many are called, few are chosen, it is for this exact reason. All you all that are called, you prophets, you evangelists, you ministers, people that are supposed to be bringing healing and love and light and life to the world, are the ones that are breaking the world down, condemning the world, and killing the ones that you all are supposed to be saving. You guys wonder why people have left the church, why people are really becoming enlightened, because the truth can only be hidden for so long, and you guys are still in the dark. And it's time for you guys to wake up and come to the light, because you guys are only lying to yourselves, and you guys are only kidding yourselves, and you guys are only blinded, and you guys are only allowing yourself to stay stuck and blind to the truth. Now, I'm not saying that what you believe is not right, but how you guys are acting and carrying on in your belief is not right, as you guys are condemning those thinking that you guys are walking in truth, and not seeing how you guys always turn for the ugly into the dark side when you guys do not get the responses that you guys expect or want. And the problem is you, those who I am talking about, those Christian folks, those religion folks who are not really acting the way that they act. I'm not saying that all of them are like this, but to be honest, well, the most of what we see are like this, okay? So what are you all going to do about that is the question. What you really know is that it really starts individually and not in your cult. And my name is Dominica Divinely, God's favorite light worker, the golden healer, the messenger, and your down-to-earth high priestess. If you need healing, get at me. And I don't accept everybody, so make sure that you come correct.